You are listening to BnDnD, a show where we drink some beers and play some Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm Marquise Hamilton, the Dungeon Master.
I am Sarah Rodenberg, and I will be playing as Quirgin Court Smasher.
I'm Robin Jose, and I will be playing as Beetle Bramble Patch.
And I'm Jared Lindenau. I'll be playing as Mugen Genkai.
So last time you guys met in the market during the Certay'n Centennial. Before long, a brigade of military brings in a dragon and posts a notice, a very shiny, filigreed notice, talking about the dragon's hoard and the fact that the dragon was killed outside of its lair. And so the hoard is, they don't know where the hoard is, but if anybody finds it, they're allowed to keep what they find as long as they remove any sort of monsters or anything that could be there. You guys asked around and you learned about old Kindrit from a guard who said that he hangs out generally in the Goat's Horn Tavern. From there, you guys went and met old Kindrit, and he was quite drunk. Beetle bought him the most viscous ale possible, and you guys drank that. Beetle was pretty drunk, but he was willing to tell you guys about where he saw a dragon and these people in this village of Hardfoot. From after that, you guys went to get some supplies from the general's general store and met Jimothy Fizzlesquigs, who had a pretty great conversation with you all. Was a little bit confused, but ended up selling you his self-made kit that he had with a 2-person tent all rolled up within bedrolls and had pots and pans and everything like that. Anything that an adventurer would need. After that, Corgan decided that she was done talking and left the city as Beetle and Mugen jumped onto the wagon with Burrow'r. You guys pulled up alongside Corgan, and Corgan jumped up and took the reins from Beetle, because she was like, you're drunk.
Yeah, that's true.
Just being a responsible friend.
Yeah, you guys set out north, and that's where we ended things last time. So welcome back, everyone, to the welcome back, everyone, to the welcome back to the Multi-Yonder, and yeah. So you guys are heading north out of the city gate on a cart. It is late afternoon.
I think it was late, 8.
Yeah, it's getting late evening. Yeah.
Dusk.
8 to 10.
So it's starting to get dark, but it's also yeah. I mean, it's going into fall, so it would be getting dark.
Okay. How far are we? Do we know?
You literally just left the gate.
Well, no, I'm asking how far our destination is. I don't remember.
Okay, yeah.
My timepiece.
We walk out the gate and Corgan goes, "Are we there yet, guys?"
My timepiece says that it's only been 5 minutes, Corgan.
How far are we going, though, is my question.
So
Do we have a map?
So you don't have a map, but because you guys are locals, you know that the Burlap Foothills.
As a traveling merchant,
Yeah.
would I have some type of guidance? Or do I just trust the dog?
You would probably know. I feel like you would probably know more of cities, like metropolitan hubs and things like that. That you would. You generally probably wouldn't go to the Burlap Foothills. You might have passed through them at some point, but I don't know. You guys being locals and it being kind of not too far away, you know that it's a day or so travel to the northwest.
Sorry.
Okay, a day or so travel. I guess. Let's just keep going until we decide to set up camp.
Mugen starts going through the kit of things that they bought from the Fizzlesquigs at the General's General, and she's like, "There's no map in here. We really need to buy a map next time."
Beetle's looking over your shoulder at what all the goodies you got in your pack.
I'll just remind you guys, because I don't know if anybody wrote it down. So Kindrit did tell you if you leave the north gate of the city, after about a mile or so, you will come to an old road that's pretty overgrown, not well traveled.
that the old road west?
It does go northwest, and that would take you towards the Burlap Foothills. And he said that this was kind of like the road that he remembers taking to get to this village.
Why is
The
it overgrown?
village of
Did you
Hardfoot.
mention why it was overgrown?
Just because it's not really
Landscapers
used a whole lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fired their landscaper.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's just not. I
The
mean,
landscape
most
team
people
recently quit.
most people have like left the Burlap Foothills. You know that there are some people that stayed, like some hill dwarves, and you know that there are like gnomes and halflings that kind of like took up residence in the abandoned like underground like little holes and stuff that they all live in. Yeah.
Aw, cute.
It is pretty cute.
Maybe I'll
We don't need
maybe
a map,
I'll
Mugen. It's that way.
maybe I'll rent a summer
I'm
cottage,
so confident.
a summer hill in the Burlap Foothills. Am I still like tipsy?
Yeah, I mean, you would have drank the beer like, yeah, you would have started the session drunk.
Beetle.
Currently, Corgan is driving Burrow'r, so I think that you should probably make an animal handling check.
Oh, happily.
Yeah.
I have pretty decent animal
I mean,
handling, I think.
He's
I generally-
so well trained.
I generally didn't make you do it because Burrow'r is like your animal, but
That's a nat 20.
Oh,
All right.
whoa.
That dog fucking loves
yeah,
me.
Burrow'r fucking loves you.
That's the best nat 20 ever.
So you guys are, yeah, but you
He's
guys
a
are
good
traveling
boy.
on this road north. You have not reached that road, but you're just kind of bumping along in your wagon.
Mugen goes through the pack and pulls out one of those little like camper irons that you can make little hot pockets in. Just super excited.
I've got a little burner that we can make little toaster treats in. Or with that, whatever that contraption is.
Just need some cornmeal.
What are you
Yes.
guys gonna do if we get a lot of money?
Well, as Beetle's still a little out of it, it might be getting worse, I don't know. As a esteemed guild member of my goddess, Mary Kai, the wealth that I inherit from this journey is for her.
I'm gonna be my rat.
Oh, that's cool.
What
Yeah.
about you, Corgan?
I'm not saving for anything in particular, but I also really want to move out and leave the dwarven neighborhood and move away sometime. But it's expensive, so I've been trying to save what I can.
I've not been to the, is it Dwarios that you call?
Dwario, yes.
I've only seen, I guess, the surface level of Certay'n. I'm a first time I've ever been to this city. It seems very nice, but don't know much about where the dwarves dwell.
That's intentional.
Hmm.
They don't like to have other people visit, or they keep to themselves for the most part. They're not a very welcoming bunch.
They are missing out on me.
I don't even know what they would do if I walked down there with a walking, talking badger.
Oh, I'm sure they've met plenty.
I'm sure they have not.
You're the first one I've ever seen.
Really?
Also same.
You know, I think I'm the only one that I've ever seen either.
Beetle has a crisis himself. Suddenly
His
realizing.
eyes widen and he looks off into the distance.
1,000-yard stare.
We'll find other badger people, Beetle. Don't worry. I bet there's other, or at least
I guess
I've maybe a raccoon or something that can talk to you.
I've met some fellow possum people and skunks and ferrets, otters, but never run across one of my own kind. It would be.
We have to find Beetle and badger first.
Maybe with the wealth, I'll give a portion to Mary Kai, of course, and or maybe look for a permanent shop somewhere, but then also maybe hire a private investigator to find another badger like me.
Beetle is an eligible badger.
Shit. The Bachelor.
Sorry.
But for what, we don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not even into bad.
Maybe not. I don't know. I just liked the pun.
It was perfect.
I guess we keep on going.
Yeah.
Are we to this overgrown area?
No, I'll let you. I mean, you guys are just kind of going down the road. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
We're headed northwest. I mean, Beetle's faded, but like, as we're traveling, like, what is the local flora that we're seeing pass through? Like,
Give me a. Would that be like nature?
Or
Yeah.
medicine,
Nature
if
check.
they're
See if you would
using
recognize anything. It is pretty dark. Do you have dark vision? I mean, it's.
as a badger, I don't.
Yeah, that's
I can
weird.
burrow into the ground and just hope for the best.
I guess you would use your nose.
Yeah, I guess you're not necessarily like looking underground.
Well,
You're
The
so-
nose,
right?
Corgan.
Do badgers have night vision?
So I guess what you could do. I mean,
'Cause
there's
we both
you
have
can.
night vision.
I'm not gonna direct you
Yeah.
one way or the other, but it's like sun setting. Like it's getting
I think
pretty
you
dark
can
pretty
have
quick.
those.
But yeah, I mean, if you want to
Yeah,
roll.
Well, maybe
Well,
like
roll
sniff.
perception.
Do I
yeah.
smell any
Okay. Yeah.
flowers?
Roll perception with advantage to see if you can smell anything that you would recognize.
Ooh. Do I get
Nice.
advantage for my
Yeah.
excellent
Yeah, you do.
sniffer? But a 17 is pretty good. 19.
Nice. I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of like wildflowers out there. You don't necessarily know what type they are immediately. You would have to check and see if you know what they are. But if you want to stop and grab some, you can.
Yeah. Well, Beetle will be polite and look to my two companions and say, "Would you mind if we took a moment so I could investigate the local wonderful smelling flowers here?"
Your curiosity has piqued Mugen's curiosity, and she would also like to check out some flowers. Maybe grab one and stamp in the book.
Pressed flowers. So elegant.
Corgan would like to point out we've only been on this journey for about 12 minutes. We're already stopping, but no, absolutely. Go get your flowers, Beetle.
But Morgan, can we stop for snacks?
We haven't even gotten to the first place we were told we were going yet.
It's true.
What? We're gonna get that dragon treasure, but after we smell the local flowers.
Sometimes you have to wake up and smell the flowers.
Yeah. Well, let's take a brief hop off the cart and
Okay. Yeah, you guys
wade
can.
into the beautiful meadow.
You stop Burrow'r. He comes to a slow trot and eventually down to a stop. As you hop off, make an acrobatics check
No.
at disadvantage.
It is my negatives.
Ooh.
Okay, it's not gonna.
Roll again,
Do
see
it
if you
anyways.
have an out
It could be worse.
Yeah, you jump off, but you're still pretty drunk, so you just like stumble and fall flat on your stomach.
Mugen's like, "Oh my!" and she jumps down, try and help her up, but can't really lift her. Tim, sorry.
He is a heavy boy.
Corgan walks over and grabs both of them. Upright. Oh,
I
you're
was
standing.
standing.
Okay, you're fine. Picks Beetle up upright. Dust
Oh.
Beetle's little doublet off.
Clumsy me, I'll blame it on that viscous
It is getting dark,
beverage.
so you should grab your flowers so that we can go.
You're absolutely right. I'll hurriedly try to, but I'm a little out of it from falling on my.
We're also coming back
Gut.
here afterwards.
Mugen tries to find as many different kinds of flowers as she can in this period of time.
Okay, yeah, just roll a d10. We will see like how many
Is it that one?
individual flowers that you grab.
It's my 12.
Ah!
Was that a one?
Here it is. I knew that was the shape I was
It's gonna be
going
the
for.
best one I've ever seen.
Yeah, you're a little like because you are drunk and you're kind of overwhelmed. There's a lot of different like flowers and stuff here, but you see one that you haven't really seen before. You recognize the smell from the check that you did, and you grab that one. And then Mugen, you grab 3 different distinct flowers that you find.
She takes out her journal, presses them, puts one on each page, starts taking notes down for the different kinds of like number of petals, type of stamen, everything that she can detail about it.
All right. So you guys do that, or are you hopping back on, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna got my one flower in my paw. I'll hop back up on the front of the cart next to Corgan.
All right.
I'm definitely doing all my notes in the cart. There we go.
Ready to go.
All right. Is Corgan still driving? Okay.
Yes, we do not.
You-
We do not drive carts under the influence.
Well,
And
with how good you did with the
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're bonded forever now.
yeah, you did. That was a really good animal handling check.
You
so-
handle Burrow'r quite well. He seems to be very into you. Me and this dog have a weird, we're like
You don't seem to like dogs much.
employee.
No, I don't know. Please explain.
He comes with the cart when with the Guild of Mary Kai, if you achieve the status that I have among the guild, they eventually gift you this wonderful sales cart.
Do you have to pay taxes on it?
Since I travel from city to city, I'm not paying any city taxes.
Are you sure it's not just a loan that is put
Is
in your
Beetle a
name?
tax evader?
For real, most of those like cars that you can win, like I
Yeah,
think
you have to pay
Arbon's
taxes
one of
on
them.
them.
Well, in an Arbon, what they do is they actually let you sign the lease in your own name, and as long as you maintain your level, they will pay towards that. But as soon as you drop below that sales threshold, you are now on the hook for this car
That sucks.
if you just don't sell
Well, I
enough
hope
to maintain
the inner workings of the Married Kai Guild.
It's very interesting, but yes.
That's really cool that they gave you a cart.
And this dog, I was hoping I'd at least have like a horse. I guess maybe they judged me by my size.
Then wouldn't it be a pony?
Right? Why no ponies? Those are adorable, but I have a mastiff. And he's always in high spirits, so I appreciate that. He wakes up early just like I do. He's ready to go. Some customers do enjoy his presence, so I can't argue that.
And
Mush!
And we're off. We're off.
Well, before long, you guys do. It's dark out. Do you have dark vision? Okay. So Beetle, you can't really see anything.
It's good I am not driving.
Do you,
drive.
you have like
Just go to bed,
yeah.
Beetle.
So
Maybe I
Corgan
I'm
just like starts kind of petting Beetle a little bit.
holding my
Corgan
one
and Mugen
flower.
are able to see pretty okay, but
But Mugen's nose is buried in a book.
yeah. So Corgan, you are looking out for this.
I'm just talking to the dog.
The road, it is very overgrown. It doesn't seem like many people go down that path, but there is like a sign. It's pretty old and weathered.
Can I do a perception check on the overgrown path before we enter it fully?
Yeah.
It sounds sketchy, you guys. People might not go down this path for a reason.
Beetle's passed
It's
out.
a 4.
So he's just hoping.
It just looks like a trail that's overgrown.
This is the way, guys.
There's a
Let's
lot of weeds
go.
and grasses encroaching
No
on.
problems here.
You can tell that it might have used to have had like cart-wide track, and now it's more of like a footpath. So,
It's a smallish cart. Will be
Perfect. We
go forth, because there's no issues.
Okay.
Don't break a wheel.
Now, it's been a couple hours. Go ahead and roll a Constitution check, Beetle.
My constitution is... No!
You're still pretty drunk with that natural 1.
Ah.
And you're kind of dozing off a little bit. I mean, it's getting late.
Yeah, I'm passed out holding my 1 flower.
Mhm.
Leaned on Corgan.
Are you guys riding
That's
through the night, or?
adorable. I guess once it hits like where I assume it's around like midnight or 1, I would probably turn to Mugen and just be like, "Hey Mugen, could you get your nose out of that book for a sec?"
No.
Oh. If I ask you a question, will you answer me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you think we should have camp here for the night?
That sounds like a fine idea.
Okay, cool. Well, Beetle's unconscious and has been for a long time and keeps belching in his sleep. So let's set up camp and tuck this badger into bed.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll tuck
Alright.
me in.
We set up our camp with
Yeah.
our tent, and I get Beetle like all cozy in his cart.
Snuggle.
I go, is there a stream or anything nearby?
Make a perception check to see if you see and or hear one, I guess.
You said perception?
Yeah.
18.
You think you hear like just the very light trickle of something that could be like a small little stream,
I
or
find it and I just get a little cup of water and put it next to Beetle.
you can try to find it.
Oh, I have to. Okay, Beetle, you're gonna be thirsty tomorrow, and I'm sorry.
So dehydrated.
This is too much work. Okay. I don't care about the stream anymore. Let's set up camp.
You're not gonna go look for it?
No.
All right.
Do you not have a water skin you can
Yeah,
set next to
Mugen understanding what she wanted to do will pull out her water skin.
Yeah.
That also works.
Or actually, she'll look through
You
the
know
cart.
what's ridiculous? I
Sure.
have one too.
She'll look through the cart for Beetle's water skin
Okay.
Beetle does have a
and
water
then place
skin.
it next to her.
Him.
Him. Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Ah,
Him.
Sorry. Embarrassed.
Where is your water skin? Like on you, or would it be in the cart?
It'd just be, yeah, probably just like on a hook with all my other...
Okay.
Just trying to be
Baubles.
no scos.
You could find it pretty easily if it's just hung up in the cart.
Yeah.
It's not like it's like
Yeah.
buried or anything. So yeah, you could find it pretty easily. And what are you doing with it? It's just sitting
I'll
next to him.
set it next to her. Or him.
Male badger.
Female elf.
Lady dwarf.
Yeah.
Male badger.
Yes.
Dwarf.
Sorry.
Set up camp.
Yeah. So you guys set up camp. Is anybody like taking a watch or anything? You're kind of in the middle of the nowhere.
Should we do it in shifts?
I only need to meditate for a few hours.
4? Is it 4?
Yeah. So I can stay awake, and then once you're up, I can just meditate, and then we could head out.
You could meditate on the cart. We could sleep for 8, and then I could drive the cart, and you could meditate in the cart. Would that work?
You guys know that you still have a bit of travel to do. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll stay
if we
up.
only have a few hours.
Stay up on watch, reading,
Not paying
whatever
attention.
books that I
You
brought with
really
me.
probably should have her like roll, because it's like, is she actually paying attention?
Aw, yeah.
I'm just not telling you what to do. I'm just saying, like, I don't
My
trust that
eyes-
Mugen's going to pay attention.
Make an attention roll, please.
I'm proficient in perception. My elven ears would hear something coming, most likely.
yeah.
Got it. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think that sounds like a plan if you're cool with that, Mugen.
Yeah, fine by me.
If you need us, do not hesitate to wake me. I have a hammer.
I'll scream shrilly.
So you guys set up camp. You guys are just gonna go straight to bed, I'm assuming. Did you set up a fire or anything? Or
I mean, we left later. I wouldn't think we needed dinner or anything. We can cook breakfast in the morning.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think just right to bed.
Okay. All right.
Corgan just like walks into the tent.
You guys are
and
sleeping for
face
8 hours,
plants.
so.
That's also true. We don't even really need to share a tent in theory because you don't even need to sleep for.
What if it rains? You can't read books and trance in the rain.
It's true.
You have to get
There's a reason I bought
a reading umbrella.
Yeah,
It's
there
called
you go.
tent. I bought one.
Well, you can't keep track of outside.
Oh, I thought you were.
After a couple hours, night is very quiet. You just hear like the chirping of crickets and maybe some rustling every once in a while. But after a couple hours, you think you might hear something. Go ahead and roll perception.
Unnatural 20.
You guys have branched off of the main road, and we're traveling down it for a little while, but you know that it's not too far off. You hear what sounds like maybe people yelling and maybe some sort of like, I don't know, animal. Your elven ears can hear it from pretty far away that you're like, I think somebody's fighting I don't know.
A creature in the woods.
A creature somewhere?
Mugen goes over to the tent and pokes Corgan.
What's up?
I think I hear some commotion off in the woods.
Commotion. Grabs her hammer. Should we wake up Beetle?
Yes.
This
Poke, poke, poke.
is coming from the main road.
It was coming back from the main road.
Okay,
You guys,
got
yeah.
it. Okay.
Oh, goodness! What? Mugen. What's going on?
Yeah, there's some fighting, I think, maybe?
There's a calamity.
Oh, good.
Commotion.
Commotion.
The words are different. They mean different things.
What does
Oh,
calamity mean?
Water.
Much
I
worse.
Start chugging my
Okay.
water.
We'll talk about it later, Mugen. Let's go.
I mean, we should at least be aware, I think. If not, if you want to investigate, maybe, but...
How much sleep did I get?
Couple hours, probably like 4,
Damn it.
like half.
I mean, I guess we should probably go investigate it now, right? How
I'm-
far are we from it?
Just heard it coming from
You-
the distance off
Yeah.
towards the main road, so I'm not sure.
Should we just?
If you can hear it, it's probably not that far.
I can hear it too.
Sound travels.
Make a perception check. Mugen definitely heard it.
7.
No,
Mugen, I
you're
don't
not
hear
really hearing anything.
It's this way, come on.
Should we
let's-
go? Should
let's
we
be
go on
quiet.
foot? Do it.
Yes,
'Cause
and
it's-
quietly.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, can we sneak?
I will stealthily waddle.
You guys head towards the direction that Mugen is telling you that she hears this sound. After a couple minutes, you come up over a hill and you can see the road maybe about 40, 50 feet from you. Mugen and
Certay'n.
Yeah.
and the entire city of Certay'n. Mugen and Corgan, you guys see something rather large that is swiping at somebody who's like yelling while standing on a cart and swinging a sword.
There's a big swipey boy down there. We gotta go.
Beetle
What
unfortunately can't really see anything, but
What in the name
a
of
torch.
Mary Kai is a big swipey boy?
Does
Like the person is being attacked. Is what it looks like.
Yeah,
Correct.
it looks
Okay.
like somebody's being
Corgan
attacked
just
by
starts
something.
sprinting towards them.
Okay.
Beetle, light a torch.
Miss Corgan.
The person who is being attacked does have a torch, so there's some ambient light there, but it's not. You can just see what they're talking about, but not what's going on really.
Mugen
If
grabs
only
Beetle-
my eyes could see, and I will.
Mugen grabs Beetle by the hand so he doesn't trip.
Should I light a torch? Where are we going?
Towards the light.
Can
Head towards the light,
Can
Beetle.
I see the light in the distance?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's only like maybe 50 feet from you guys.
Corgan runs up with her hammer drawn, ready to attack.
And the person on the cart? Or the thing attacking?
The thing attacking the person on the target. I have to help them. That's why I'm responding in a swift way. This is an urgent situation.
Okay. Well, this thing is distracted. This person is yelling and waving a torch and has like a sword that it's jabbing at this thing. Go ahead and roll an attack. You have
Do I get
surprise round.
Right. What if the creature is friendly? Do we even know what it is?
16?
That does hit.
Ooh, an 8, a 10. 10 damage.
Nice.
That's really nice. That's max DM.
Zonked.
Go ahead and do you have any? If you have anything within range, you can try to
How far away
throw
is it?
something at it. 30, 40 feet from it.
So we're just in a
Well,
sprint
you sprinted.
round,
Are you
correct?
running towards it as well? Is
Right.
is
Right.
Mugen also running towards it?
I mean, I grabbed Beetle's hand so he wouldn't trip as we approach, so...
Okay.
However
So
fast Beetle moves.
you're
It's a paw, and he only. And unfortunately,
I
grabbed her hand. I grabbed his paw. Oh.
I also picture like
This
Beetle
paw.
actually saying that, you being like, I'll grab your hand, and Beetle going, it's a paw!
What do you think of my manicure? I just did it last.
If that's the case,
fortnight.
I could throw a firebolt at it.
Okay. So go ahead and roll an attack.
17.
That does hit.
And it's 1.
1 damage.
Yes.
No.
All right. So Corgan's hammer comes down and just smacks this thing in the back, and it roars as it kind of stumbles over in shock and turns. And as it turns, your firebolt just kind of grazes its face because it mid-turn.
Do I see what it is now?
I'll tell you in a minute. Beetle is Beetle doing anything? You have the surprise
Beetle would
round.
like to see if he knows what they're hitting and shooting magic at. Well, also
yeah.
he's like, "Oh, magic!"
Go ahead and make a
Oh wait, I forgot.
nature check.
As she throws the firebolt, Slob, Aerith.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Got to do your verbal.
Would it be like a perception to be like, what are they?
You can see the thing because you're close enough now.
Well, there's
They have-
fire
they have a
bolts.
Yeah, and the guy who was being attacked has a torch.
Okay.
So you would be able to see it, and you're a bit closer now. So go ahead and make a. We can say that you're not super shit-faced anymore.
I took a nap.
Yeah. So go ahead and make like a nature check.
15 on the nature.
Okay. As this creature is turned around from Corgan's hit, Beetle, you recognize that it is an owlbear. It does look kind of damaged, though.
Should I do anything?
You should hit it. It is a monster, Beetle.
Goodness.
Yes.
So as my bonus action, Beetle has a little crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
It's badger sized.
It's like a hand crossbow.
It would be like
And-
actually the size of a hand.
He grabs into his little alchemy kit and like sprays it with a little like rosewater mist.
Yeah.
And it endues the
It imbues.
imbues
Did you say booze?
imbues. It imbues the tiny crossbow with the power of thunder.
Nice. All right.
It's,
That's
it-
sweet.
It creates it to be an arcane weapon.
That's awesome.
And I'll close one little badger eye and take a shot.
All right. Roll an attack. What is that?
5.
It's a 5.
Beetle's not having a good day with the die.
I just woke up.
From a hangover.
So that would be
Well, last
a
night wasn't good
7.
either.
It's like,
Unfortunately, the shot goes wide and it just thunk into the side of this guy's cart. He's just like, "Hey, whose side are you on? What are you doing?"
We're here to help.
whoops, sorry. I'll do better next time.
So everyone go ahead and roll an initiative, because this thing knows you're here now.
Oh, does he?
9, I think. Yeah.
Well, 11. Oh. 12. Sorry.
15.
14.
12.
12, okay.
That's wait, you got 14?
15.
Or 15, 14, 12.
Very close.
I don't want to initiate. I'm shy.
So Beetle, you are up first. You've recognized that this thing is an owlbear. You also recognize that it does seem like kind of injured, but it is actively just attacking some random guy's cart on the side of the road.
Okay. Do I have like a glimpse of this guy? Is he a human? A halfling? Is he tall, short?
Goliath? Furblog?
Male, female?
It is a male,
Non-binary.
Yeah.
and he is a furbolg, but he doesn't seem to be really wanting to fight. He's like more of just trying to use this sword to like get this thing away from him.
Okay. Well, hopefully he's handsome.
But Corgan would also be intrigued by that, because she's an anthropologist.
Beetle is going to try to his focus his little badger eyes on the owlbear again with his electrified crossbow and try to make a better shot.
All right, go ahead.
Is that the exact same?
Bully
oh, no,
wugs.
it's a 9. Okay.
That would be an 11.
An 11. You see that it like skims some of the fur off, but it doesn't actually seem to connect.
Blast it! Yes. Wake up, Beetle!
You slap yourself a little bit.
Yes. Slaps his little badgery cheeks.
That's your movement.
Hey! Wake up!
I guess Beetle probably does have a very long, drawn out routine that you have not gotten to do at all. So
This is true. He
Yeah.
has not washed his face or put his oils in his fur. He is disheveled. He has like bed fur on one tousled
worst
side of
wake
his
up
ear.
ever.
Yeah.
Man, if I don't oil my beard, it is a disaster.
said Mugen.
Said Corgan.
A beard. I debate it
That-
if Corgan
yeah.
should have a beard or not.
You have some sick
So
tough-
it is Corgan's turn.
Sure is. With no beard that we decided. Not that. She wouldn't be a totally sexy dwarf with a beard. Okay. Oh wait. I want to.
What are you doing,
What are you trying to
Corgan?
do?
Well, I was like, I want to go into a rage right as I let go of the die.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. You can go into a
Okay,
rage.
thank you. This is the first time I haven't gotten to go into a rage yet. So bonus action, I want to go into a rage. I'm like, why is this creature attacking this poor furbolg? That I think Corgan would probably know that they're usually a more gentle creature. And then, ooh, a 23.
23 definitely hits.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll damage.
And a 9 damage.
Nice.
Yep, that's it.
All right, is it you smack this thing across the face?
I'm just hitting it with a hammer
and
over and over.
it's like not it. You can tell that it is very taken aback. Like, what the fuck? Where did this thing come from, and why is it hitting me so goddamn hard? And then you just grit your teeth as you're staring there, holding this weird masonry hammer that you're beating the shit out of it with.
Oh wait, sorry, I forgot to add my +2
Oh.
for it as well, so it was actually 11 damage.
Oh damn! All right. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. You hit this thing real hard. And it is your turn, Mugen.
Mugen lets go of Beetle's paw, and she
Beetle's
moves. She
paws
moves
are
another
arms.
10 feet so that she's within 15 feet of it. Says, "Yarps Rollock," and casts color spray. And so I have to roll 6d10.
Did you say fruit roll up?
Yarps Rollock?
I love
And
that spell.
I have to roll 60 times. I gotta roll this 6 times.
Oh, jeez.
If it has less than 42 health,
Mm-hmm.
then it is blinded.
Oh, I understand. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
But this
For a
makes
moment,
a
Beetle
lot
was
more
like,
sense.
"It's gonna
Magic.
I was like, okay, so I quit Dungeons and Dragons, and Mugen is a level 3 character and is doing
That's not damage.
6d10
Yeah.
of damage.
Because,
So
like,
basically,
I
basically
picked the wrong
she,
career.
I know,
as,
right?
as she says, Yarp's Rollock opens a book, and just a blinding series of lights come out from the book in a cone, and it is blinded until.
Does that cone also hit Corgan though, or does it?
Depends. Can I aim it so that it doesn't?
You can, yeah.
Then it doesn't. If it does, then it would subtract from that total, and then if she has less than what's subtracted from the total, she would also be affected. But if I can aim it so that it doesn't,
That makes
which was my
sense.
goal,
You can.
then
It's also much taller than me. I feel like you could just
It is pretty
aim
big.
it above
It's like
me.
the size of this dude's
But I guess a cone.
wagon.
So when you say a cone, is that cone go all the way up and all the way down? Or is
it's
it
a 15-foot cone
plane?
originating from the book.
Yeah.
Is it a plane though?
No, it's a cone.
It's a tome
Yeah.
cone.
That would be a triangle. Cone.
Okay.
A cone
So
is a
how high
three-dimensional
up
shape.
does it go?
Circular.
15-foot cone.
So 15 foot up, 15 foot wide.
It's 15 feet wide.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Originating.
It
a
doesn't
point
hit
from the
you because she
But as long
aimed it
as I can
away
just
from
aim it.
you.
I
book.
was just that was a genuine question. I was trying to figure
What
out.
about the fur ball going up?
No,
So-
he's like
I can read it
on
if you
top of the cart, but at the front, and this thing is like trying to get over the side of the cart.
What does he want?
You don't know.
That's the last thing I yell. What does he want?
Well,
So
what
it's
you
blinded
do
until the
see,
end of my next turn.
yeah, what you do see, because this thing has looked back at you and all of a sudden gets blasted by colors, is its eyes kind of go black, and then you just see a bunch of weird colors swirling around in its eyes, and you see that it's reacting, like looking around, and just runs into the cart and is just kind of moving as if it doesn't know where anything is.
So we now have advantage on attacking it, and it has disadvantage on attacking us.
Yeah. All right. So, and that was really good because it was about to.
Magic.
Beetle's like, what library is that book from?
It is going
My
to
personal
attempt.
collection.
Oh.
it's pissed now.
So yeah, it
because
gets a turn.
it's freaking out.
This isn't a game where we just attack things and then they die.
Oh wow. It is going to.
With disadvantage, and still hit. Shit.
Well, that's the first one.
Is he coming
Ruh-
for
ruh-
me? I guess.
You're the
Oh,
only person in
they.
range. It does try to do a multi-attack. It tries to bite you with its beak, which it does get a 23
That hits.
with disadvantage, so
My
it does
level
hit
3
you.
character.
Although its claw,
Right.
as it bites into you, it tries to bring down a claw as well.
And what type
Um,
of damage too? Because I have it. Because I'm in rage.
It's piercing damage. It tries to bring down a claw on as it's like biting into your shoulder. Corgan, just like filled with rage, muscles bulging, just kind of like looks at it.
So I'm sorry.
As
How
it-
much did it hit me for?
It's gonna.
He's
I'm just
got
trying to
a-
describe you being badass. Sorry.
Your
Oh, I'm
muscles,
sorry.
your muscles are bulging.
I get so focused. I'm like, but what did he do?
Yeah, it's fun.
You're about to find out.
10 damage halved. Oh wait, no, 15 damage. So
Up to
halved.
7.
Yes, halved to 7. Although you seem to be, it's surprised because it thought it was going to sink its teeth in way further than it did, and it doesn't understand its
It
beak.
has
My
teeth
anger has
inside of the
It
beak.
has teeth in the beak.
Ugh.
Teeth in the beak.
Though it does try to
Teeth in the
bring
beak.
teeth beak.
Old teeth beak over here.
Yeah, it does try to bring down a claw on you. Though because it is blind, it just
How did
doesn't.
it get-
It kind
what
of doesn't really know where it's going.
What did it roll that with disadvantage? It got a 23.
It has a +7 to
Okay,
hit.
it just
and
has a
it
high.
rolled
Okay.
a 15 and then a 15.
That makes sense. I was like,
So,
damn.
I rolled 15 twice on the first attack. Beetle, it is your turn.
Corgan, watch out! It's got a beak.
There's teeth in the beak,
There's
Beetle.
teeth in the beak.
Fucking teeth in this beak. Get it! Shoot it!
Beetle, having slapped his little badgerly face to try to wake himself up in the middle of the night, is going to attempt to once again fire a bolt of his lightning crossbow
Okay.
at the teeth-beaked owlbear.
All right, go ahead and do that with advantage.
Thank you, Mugen, for the advantage.
Hell yeah, nat 20.
Yes.
Nice. All right.
Critical.
Critical hit.
I don't know if I. Give me a moment.
Ooh.
Fire it up.
To give a little bit of insight, the way that we're doing crits in this game is instead of rolling double damage dice, you would roll damage like you would normally, and then you just add max damage from the second die. So that way you're never rolling like 2 ones and you're doing 2 critical damage, because that would just be not fun.
Lame.
And also there's only 3 people in the party, so I think we can give it to you.
Make
it exciting.
Extremely tough. And that 20 was an all natural.
It was an all natural.
With advantage, though.
So go ahead and roll damage. I think it's 1d8 plus 1 plus a d6 because you've
It is
imbued it.
imbued with electricity.
Yes. So go ahead and roll.
Oh.
Oh
Dang, it's a crit because it'd be 15 plus 3 would be 18. Zap, 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 zap.
Yeah, it's
Electricity.
electric too.
no.
It's electric.
It's electric.
Scoot, 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 scoot.
So
scoot,
yeah,
scoot.
you see like a little crossbow bolt just like thunk into this owlbear's shoulder, and at first it like kind of takes the hit and the shoulder pulls back, and then all of a sudden it just as you see like a huge explosion of electricity, like bolts jut out from it, and it just screams and roars as it kind of falls to down on one knee, and it's like you can tell it's struggling. That hurted a lot.
It's still up though.
Yes, it is still alive.
Let me take care of this.
Beetle like puts his electrified crossbow on his shoulder and points at the owlbear and is blasted.
Corgan, it is your turn.
It is. I'm gonna attack recklessly because I don't think he's gonna get a fucking chance to attack me afterwards.
You still have advantage.
Yeah, you do have advantage. It also has disadvantage on you.
Wait, oh yeah, he's fucking blinded.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I can attack recklessly because you won't let me have quadruple advantage, I assume.
No.
Advantage.
Yeah. Is that a nat 20 as well?
Natural.
Fucking shit. All right. Well,
So-
go ahead and do it.
It's a D8.
Is the hammer only a D8?
Yes. 1. But 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 3 is 13.
13, okay.
I think I did more.
gonna be like,
not
cool.
critical.
So it falls, it takes this shot in the shoulder, and there's an explosion of electricity as
Oh
it...
wait, 13, 15.
15.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
keep forgetting my +2. Sorry.
I'll get
Oh,
it.
for
I'll get
rage.
it.
For rage,
Yeah.
yeah, I get +2 to my strength.
It falls down,
Attacks.
it's like doing like the little dog bow, but like, you know, not in a playful
15
way.
didn't take it down?
Not in a playful way. As your hammer comes and smacks it across the face, it is trying to lash out at you guys in anger, but it doesn't know where anyone is, and it's freaking out. It's
This
more
is
of like a
starting to make me
panic.
feel bad.
Not me.
It is Mugen's turn.
Firebolt. Oh god, thanks for the advantage. Nope, doesn't matter anyways. The 8 does not connect.
A 2 and a 3.
Unfortunately, it's flailing around so much that your firebolt just kind of like barely misses it.
Yeah, those ones are going away.
Fuck that die.
Dice.
Back in the frog,
It is
bitches.
going
It
to.
is no longer blind at the end of my turn.
It is no longer blind. All of a sudden, it does
Oh,
regain
Yeah,
its
you
sight.
haven't been attacked, have you?
You do see its eyes kind of return normal as it takes just a frantic swipe at you, Corgan. But
Luckily, I didn't
It-
attack recklessly.
it does completely miss you by a mile. It is disoriented. So it is Beetle's turn.
He's going to reach into his pockets and pulls out like a little perfume bottle. You know, it's got a nice little like tassel with a little poof.
Yeah.
And gives it like a squeeze at the owlbear. And
You
And
are.
it shoots out a
Oh.
musty cloud about 60 feet.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's a hydro-powered fucking perfume bottle.
Although it might have gone poof, it projects out a greenish energy towards the creature within a range of 60 feet.
Okay. Well, you are within 60 feet of it. What does that do?
I got a ranged spell attack to see if it hits it there.
All right. Go ahead. Is that a nat 20 again?
No, it is a 15.
Okay. I was like,
plus
Jesus.
my spell attack bonus of 4, so that would be 19.
A 19. All right. So what is it?
Does my musty perfume toilet spray hit me?
Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right, this is Ray of Sickness. It's gonna take 2d8 poison damage.
Okay.
8,
Damn.
6, 14 total damage, and it must make a Constitution saving throw, or it will be poisoned.
Well, it's just gonna. You hit it with all of a sudden this like shimmering green, like bright ass fucking beam just like impacts the side of this owlbear. And Corgan, you're standing right in front of it as you see it like. It's like super angry, and then all of a sudden it looks really confused, and then it just starts throwing up everywhere as it
Also, is that
stumbles and
able
falls over.
to be targeted? Or
Hmm?
would that hit me as well if I'm that close?
Is it a claw?
It is.
No, it just says
It's a beam.
greenish energy towards a creature within
Oh,
range.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a targeted beam.
Okay.
It
just
does.
checking.
It throws up
It's
everywhere
not like
and
a-
then falls over and stops breathing.
That's a dead owlbear.
Woo!
With the power of my musk!
Sir, are you okay? And I put my hand up to help the furball down from the cart.
Now that things have calmed down, you see that this furball is quite well dressed. He's got
Tell me more.
a couple like rips and tears, but he's got like a nice blouse on, some nice pantaloons. He looks pretty frazzled at the moment, though, and he takes Corgan's hand and steps down. And he's just like, "Why, thank you. The name's Bronson. I'm a noble traveling just to see the world, and wasn't not expecting it to be as scary as it was. What was that thing?
I believe it was an owl bear.
An owl bear? How does an owl and a bear make what?
It's a monster.
It's
Most likely magic, Bronson the Furbolg, I believe.
yes, I'm a furbulk.
Where do you hail from, good sir?
Well, I've traveled from Old Eastvale and just kind of been making my way across the countryside, stopping at random towns and meeting the people. And
Is that where you're a noble? In Old Eastvale?
well, I would say I'm quite well known there.
This is so crazy. I mean, I am a merchant hailing from Old Eastvale as well,
You don't say.
traveling for the goddess Mary Kai and her guild.
I've heard of Mary Kai. Well, I'm on my way to Certay'n, but I'd like to thank you all. You see, he pulls out a medallion from underneath his blouse that has the symbol. It looks as though it's plated in gold, and it has like a hammer and like an alchemy symbol under that the hammer is kind of going over top of, crossing
I
it.
have a hammer.
And I am an alchemist.
Mugen holds out her hand. Like, you're very welcome.
Yeah. Places the medallion in Mugen's hand, and he's like, "Thank you all for helping me." You bite onto it.
Bites onto it.
It's not a chocolate
It is.
coin,
It is.
Mugen.
It is. It is. Seems to be real gold. Yeah.
Mugen, if it wasn't,
Thank you very much.
what would it have tasted like if it wasn't real? Do you know?
You bite gold to see how.
Make
if
sure it's not chocolate.
No, you bite gold to find out if it's gold or not. If it's gold, it's soft enough for your teeth to actually bite into it.
But if it's fool's
if it's
gold,
fool's
you
gold, it's
might end
harder.
up with a chipped tooth. Do we recognize the
I
symbol
assure
on
you,
the
it's
medallion?
real gold.
Thank you, sir.
You roll history, Beetle.
Oh, goodness gracious. 18.
So you would remember seeing this symbol on certain buildings within Old Eastvale. They seem to be. You would understand that they're probably some sort of like scientific group that
Okay.
is. You don't know what they're working for. You just have seen the symbol around. They're kind of like.
What's the symbol mean, sir?
So you see, he looks to you and he's like,
Oh, it's
"Oh, you don't recognize this?
Wait.
I feel like this symbol is pretty. You've probably at least seen it, right?
Has Corgan seen it?
I don't know.
History.
Roll history.
Ms. Mugen.
Oh,
You
damn.
can also roll history.
We're so historical.
18 with nothing added.
Wow.
24.
You all have definitely seen the symbol around.
Just kidding. I didn't ask you what it was because I know what it is.
It is.
A hammer and a beaker. Is that what
Hammer
it is?
beak.
Oh no, and Corgan just got beaked.
You've seen the symbol around. You don't know what it means or what it stands for, or like who the people are, but you've seen it around on things, on like buildings and different like.
When you say on buildings, are you saying like a store sign where that's the symbol, or are you saying like it's tagged places?
Like you sometimes see buildings that have this carved into the stonework of the building.
Got it. It's not
And-
like saying like this is the meeting grounds of the beaker and hammer people.
No.
It's not like a wooden sign that hangs out of a business. It's just on a wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wouldn't be like prominently displayed. It just would be there.
I've seen it before. Places. Why have I seen this before, sir?
Oh, we go far and wide, and
Who's we?
the people of my group. Why
What's
are you
the-
asking so many
I
questions?
just want to know what it's called. I feel like we're talking about a thing, but no one is giving it a name, and I want to know what you call it.
Well, sir, you're
Deep
not
breaths,
very
Corgan.
far from Certay'n. Maybe a couple hours journey.
It's good to know.
So will you be okay to make your remainder of your travel there? I mean, we were headed from the opposite direction, or we're coming from Certay'n, and did not encounter any additional monstrosities until this moment.
I hope that this was a one-time thing.
Would you
I
like to-
hadn't seen anything thus far.
You could feel free to camp with us if you'd like for the night. It is late.
I think I'll ride through the night. But I appreciate your help, and that be sure to keep a hold of that. That'll you might find that it can help you in the future.
Corgan salutes him.
All right.
Safe travels, young Bronson.
Bows to you and thank you
wish
guys.
we would have gotten a couple gold.
It appears to be made of such.
But maybe we shouldn't sell it, I guess.
Bye, Bronson.
Goodbye.
Safe travels.
He hops on his cart and
Don't get eaten by an owlbear.
starts to head on down the road. So as he makes his way off into the distance and eventually too far to be able to be seen in the darkness, what are you guys doing?
Could we take a quick peek at this owl bear corpse?
Yeah?
I've never killed anything before.
Is it like
Like, not even pests in your home?
Well, I've never killed a like something as big as me, or bigger.
I would say
It's
it's
much bigger than
it's
us.
much
Yeah.
taller than you, Corbin. And you're pretty tall.
Was it?
Mugen would like to try to take some of its plumage for her hat.
Okay, you can easily do that.
Yeah. Pluck a few feathers and arrange them in her wizard hat.
Can I just see if there's anything weird about it? If it could, like, is it just a random owl bear running in the woods, or is there anything more important?
You can do an investigation check, sure. And Mugen pulls some
That's a nat 20.
gray and blue
I've thrown a lot of those today. What the
feathers
fuck is
off of it.
happening?
lucky day.
stick in your hat, and it's just
It's just an
like
owl
a
bear. What a
standard owl
fucking
bear.
waste.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's just
But
a
it's still like a created beast.
Yeah,
so
but-
it's-
They can mate though, I think.
yeah.
Oh, all right.
They
Well,
can.
Well, Beetle
like they were
would
originally
also
created, but-
like to collect a couple bits, maybe a little vial of blood in his alchemy kit, and a couple feathers. Maybe
Alright.
like a
Get one of them teeth out of that beak.
yeah. Doesn't it have beak teeth?
Beak teeth.
Get the beak. Corgan, would you crunch the beak off of its face for us, please?
What?
What would I have though? I don't know.
I
hammer?
believe I have little
Yeah, yeah.
tweezers like in my alchemy kit. I'd maybe just pluck a.
Make a strength check to see if you can pull a tooth out.
Oh, here, I can help.
Can I give like the assist, like,
You can, yeah,
or
sure.
if I
so,
do it and you?
Let me put my paw, and then you just help the paw.
Okay.
So do an advantage.
But I am -1 to strength.
You get to roll it again.
You
though.
get to roll advantage.
Because I'm helping.
But why would we have you do it when you have a -1 to strength when I could have done
You
it with
try,
a +3
but-
to strength?
When you help, you can roll too. You can be the.
Can
you can be
I?
the
Okay.
advantage, but she rolled
These
it. all
beak
day,
teeth
so-
are really in there.
Oh man. Well, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
you
try,
try
now.
and it's just not.
But
Would
yeah,
you-
I would like to, get a little bit of blood and some feathers from the helm.
Right, you can do that.
Mugen, knowing that she cannot attempt to get teeth or claws off, asks Corgan if Corgan wouldn't mind trying to take some of its claws from its owlberry paw.
This is gonna be gross, but I'll do it. And I borrow Beetle's tweezer pliers
Yeah.
thing, and
Here,
I try
use
to
these.
rip some claws out.
All right, make a strength check.
Do I do it with advantage? I have fancy things. Let me see.
I don't think you have advantage on this. It's just a skill check.
So just +3, so 13.
Yeah, you can pull one off.
Okay, I
Yeah.
get you.
This takes a while, maybe.
Yeah.
So
I give it to
you've got a
Mugen.
claw.
Yeah, I give it to Mugen.
Are you trying to do any more or no?
Should I try to get a tooth as well, Mugen? You want a tooth? Mugen, do you want a tooth?
Yeah, we might be able to, maybe sell it as like a necklace if someone adorns it with a little.
Or we could, Beetle would love a tooth because I'd love to grind that baby up into some sort of powder.
I had a 19 +3, so 22 for the teeth. Give me that whole beak.
You're not. Well, you weren't trying to pull off the whole beak.
That is what Mugen suggested.
You're able to pull a tooth out, like
Okay.
a big like molar.
You guys can share this one. Give it to Mugen.
You are allowed to pull out more than one
Also,
tooth.
I should have had advantage on that one that I rolled a 10 on
me
with
at
the claws, right?
Two.
Why would you have
No,
advantage?
it's
Because
fine.
Mugen was helping.
If I
How?
Moral support.
rubbing
A pat
rubbing
on
your
the
shoulders,
back.
like you've got this.
You didn't
Okay,
do
that's
that.
fair. That's fair,
You
buddy.
still did the thing you were trying to do.
That's a 6.
6 plus what?
No, 3 plus 3
Oh, okay.
is 6.
Yeah, you pull on the tooth,
You
but
guys, we have one
It-
claw.
it seems
we
like
have
it's
one
almost
tooth.
out of
it's
there.
enough. It's enough.
I think
I give
I think
give
we'll be
Beetle
a,
the tooth.
it's okay.
I don't know. I give Beetle the tooth.
I'll take the.
try to
Thank you,
try
young
to
elf.
try
I
to
will.
pull on the one that she just tried to pull.
Yeah, this one tooth is appreciated, but I want this other one too. And I'll grab it with my claw.
All right, make a strength check.
I didn't know dentistry included so many skills checks.
It just pops right out.
Ah,
Oh, it had
No,
a
I
damage
am-
threshold.
two big teeth.
You were literally one away from pulling it
I
out.
see what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Big teeth.
Alrighty.
Well-
Should we skin it? Do we need it skin or anything,
No.
guys?
Do any of you know how to do
You've
that?
never killed anything in your entire life, and you want to cut the skin off this.
I've never done it before.
Animal.
I'm just making sure I do it right.
I would like to watch you attempt to skin this owlbear.
Oh no.
It sounds fascinating.
Okay, I'm gonna skin the owl bear.
Beetle is
Oh,
going
man,
to
okay.
walk back to the cart
kind of
because
skills?
Roll a
Medicine.
survival check.
Medicine?
Survival?
Like,
It's survival.
Plus 1.
All right.
7. It's not pretty.
I mean, you
I'm
get
just covered in guts. I
you get
assume.
you get the skin off of it after a while. I mean, you're there for like 20 minutes as Beetle and Mugen are just standing there watching you
Beetle
do
is-
this.
gone back to the
Mugen's
cart and
taking
he's
notes.
probably thrown up.
Okay.
Oh, this
Beetle's-
could be like a fun thing between because you could like you want to study
Beetle-
the insides of an owlbear, right?
Yeah,
so
Beetle's walked away back to your guys' camp.
I'm like, that could be me.
Yeah.
While Mugen is taking notes, I'm just like, look at this thing, look at this one, and like showing
It's
them
not.
to Mugen.
It's not great. You
We're
do
having
get the
a good
skin
time,
off.
though.
You do get the skin off, but there's a lot of viscera in there that you don't disconnect, and you just kind of yank it off of the bear.
Is this the first time you've done this?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Notes that it's
But
the
I've
first
learned
time
a
that
lot.
she's done it. It's amazing.
Is that what we look like on the inside, Mugen?
But I would write down that you do have a very shitty owlbear pelt.
A chunk of owlbear.
Yeah.
Unclean.
It's gonna start rotting
Chunk.
in a few days.
of owlbear felt that I love. I
It's not enough for a short cape, but maybe.
take like I don't
Maybe
want
your
to take the
shoulder.
whole pout, but I just take an amount like this big and I put it on my belt.
You take like a
I think
like
you
a
need to.
1x1 piece.
I think you need to stretch and dry that. Maybe.
No, I think this is fine.
Okay.
All right. So you take like a 1x1 piece,
And I put it on my
put it on your
my
belt. Okay, sure. That's what you want to do with it. But so you guys do that. You've noticed that Beetle has walked away. So
Beetle, are you
Might
ready
be
to
throwing up in a bush.
Beetle, are you ready to set up camp? Oh, are you still hungover? Couldn't have anything to do with them guts.
The,
You guys
the,
already
the
have camp set
owlbear's
up.
skin attached to Corrigan just attacks Beetle's overly sensitive snout.
oh no, roll Constitution.
From the alcohol and the grossness.
Ah, all right. That'd be a 19 though.
All right, you're able to hold it together, but you don't like it.
Oh, is it this? I take it off and throw it away. Beetle's sick.
I want you to throw away your prize. I just
Are you throwing it away or?
Yeah, but then make
Aw.
Okay, well you throw it into the field, I guess.
Don't need that.
Mugen takes notes.
It's like Corgan looks at Beetle and goes, I thought she was studying the owl bear, but now it feels like she's studying me.
So this is what friendship is like.
I thought we were doing a thing together, and now I think she's just watching and observing me.
So you guys make it back to camp. Are you going back to sleep?
Yeah, I gotta finish them.
The whole ordeal probably lasted like 30, 45 minutes. Because you spent 20 minutes skinning an owl bear.
10 minutes was the fight.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't even
Not
think we
even-
made
it wouldn't
through
have
4
even been
rounds.
10
Yeah, it
minutes.
was like 4
The
minutes.
fight was very quick, but you guys like talked to him for a little while, and then you tried
For,
to
like,
skin an
30
owl bear when you
seconds.
didn't know what you were doing.
It's like, here's a gold piece. Bye.
Corgan saw everyone else wanting trophies and thought that she should also want a trophy.
Yeah.
I have these owlbear
So
teeth
it's probably
if you
like
would
half
like
hour.
them.
Are we good to go back to sleep and then have you trance? I hope that we can actually sleep for 8 hours this time. And
I'll continue to watch over you while you sleep.
thank you for alerting us and for letting us help that man, Mugen. I appreciate
wake
your
up-
alertness.
Yeah,
Probably saved
I'm
that
glad.
furbog's life.
that's very good for him.
But hopefully he's up to or not up to bad things.
Yeah, I've seen that symbol around before, but I don't know what it means. You've seen it too, right?
Yeah, but I'm unsure about it, so
Yeah,
I
I
probably have to go look through.
He also got
recognize
very
it
from
defensive
Yeah.
when I asked him about their name.
They can't be on nameless. I just came from Old
Do you think there's
Eastvale.
anything in your books about it?
Maybe back home.
But we're going the other direction.
Hang on to that amulet, and we should look into it later.
Yeah, I'm sure it might sell for a good portion of my rent.
But figure out what it is first, and then use it for a run.
Yeah, you
Right,
can't
and
sell
then
it if
if
it's
it's-
a powerful artifact or something.
Yeah, certainly. If it could help me, make more money for, continuing to live where I live, it'd be
You
great.
could come live in the Dwario with me.
Underground.
Mm-hmm. It's awful.
Didn't you want to move
Yeah,
out of your
no,
parents'
as I
house?
say it, I realize that we should just live somewhere else.
Above
I like my
ground
house.
would
In
be-
a house?
Yes, my apartment is wonderful.
Oh.
It's quite nice. Large.
Or you can have a moving house like I do.
Yes, I
Beetle
could.
is a good point.
And you can live anywhere.
Alright, good night! Corgan just
All right. Should we crawl back into our bedrolls and get some shut eye? Oh, sounds like Corgan's asleep.
Mugen stays up and continues to watch.
Okay.
Beetle's gonna put some oils on his fur and a little sleep mask over his eyes and curls up. Goes back to bed.
Okay. So you guys, the rest of the night is uneventful. You're able to get a full long rest, and the sun comes up. You guys wake with the sunrise.
Oh yeah, we are actually on normal time now. Thank God.
The sunrise.
I feel like I get caught. There's so many times in campaigns where you just get caught, and you're like, every time we do shit, it's 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys had already slept for a bit, so you didn't need to sleep for a full 8 hours after you'd already gotten 4. So you were able to sleep the rest of the time and get a full long rest. Mugen had stayed up the rest of the night, just reading.
Yeah.
Didn't really hear anything.
All that trance music.
Yeah. You guys, what are you doing? It's morning.
Well, Beetle's a very early riser, so he's, back at it. He's putting a kettle on for a fresh pot of tea.
Oh, this perks Mugen's interests, and
And-
she asks if maybe you have an extra cup or two.
Of course I do, and I grab it. It's like a cute little porcelain mug. It's badger sized. It has like little herbs
It's like a
glazed on
3-ounce
it.
mug.
Yeah. And once it, steeps a little, I pour us some. Oh, I wonder if Corgan's up. I'll pour her a glass too, I suppose.
I'm over here. And I'm just playing with Burrow'r. I probably have jerky or rations on me that I share with him, and just sitting there
Wrestling around in
and
the
like
dirt.
sharing it with him too. Like
Aw.
I take a bite and then I give it to him.
He's a good boy.
Corgan
Yeah.
walks over
Come
and tries
get a
it.
cup of tea.
Do I like it? I don't know if Corgan would like it.
I don't know.
What does it
Have you ever
taste like?
drank tea
I
before?
probably have never drank tea.
Yeah,
This is super tasty.
Isn't it? It's it's kind of like a greenish tea, so it's gonna give you a nice boost of energy in the morning.
It's got that caffeine.
It's sweet, sweet caffeine.
I feel
Yes,
like Corgan's
got
probably
some
never been
sweet,
caffeinated.
sweet
I've never been
caffeine.
All right,
caffeinated before.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, what is my con?
What is that?
It
can't
looks like
tell
a
what you're
Shreven.
It's a 9.
A Shreven? A 9?
It's a Shreven, so I'm gonna add my +9 to the Shreven. Plus con 3, so it's a 12. I'm probably okay.
You've never been caffeinated before, so it hits you kind of weird, but like not in a bad way. You're just like it's like almost your eyes like dilate, and you're just like, oh.
Hey guys, you ready to go? I think
Okay.
that we're gonna go this way. Are you guys ready to pack everything up? Let's get out of here.
Absolutely, adventure is that way.
Yeah, okay.
Just starts throwing things into bags.
If you wouldn't you folded up the tent already. Okay.
Throwing things like football style into the cart.
Wow, we're already
Yeah,
packed and
I
ready to
guess-
go. And I give like a little, I give a little
campfire
like,
hot pockets
I
this
pick
morning.
up Mugen, I pick up Beetle, I put them in the cart as well, and I'm like, oh, right!
but don't forget, we gotta give Burrow'r a little bit of tea. It'll help speed up this journey.
All right. Are you giving him tea?
Yeah.
It's like, "Brrr," and he just starts trotting along.
Scooby-Doo?
A little bit.
Corgan, you're my best friend.
Holy shit!
Dogs can
Was it a
talk.
hallucination?
What was
it?
in that tea?
There's a secret ingredient.
Okay, then.
As you guys make your way down this road, after a couple hours of uneventful, just countryside rolling by, you see a small village in the distance. You're starting to come up to some hills that are it's no longer flat plains. It's more in like small hills, but like large hills. You can see to the right-hand side of you are large mountains in the distance. But you do see what looks like little dotted holes in the hills and maybe like some small fences and little pathways. As you approach closer, you also see people that are walking down these pathways, and some of them are taking some sort of sheep or something like that out to a field and working the land, things like that.
Mugen takes notes.
Getting closer still, you see one of these people run up to you, a halfling, and he's like, "Stop, who goes there?"
I'm Corgan!
My name's Mugen. Are we approaching the village of Hardfoot?
Why, this is the village of Hardfoot. What business do you have here?
We are travelers. I am the merchant Beetle Bramblepatch. Could I interest you in some all-natural essential oils and salves?
Make a persuasion check. I want to see if he's maybe swayed by
I
this.
so want to pull out my kit that I paid for.
So suasive.
Ooh.
persuasively trained. So he's 16.
Well,
Your face looks like it could use some cream. And Mugen like pulls out her kit that she.
Beetle's like, ah!
Holds out a little like jar that she can't open.
We're just like hanging off the cart, like wiping stuff on this man.
well, God, all right. We don't get a lot of people this way. Certainly not a lot of merchants. What is this
Your
stuff?
skin looks amazing.
Young sir, it will do wonders for your skin. I'm sorry, my trainee
Corgan,
here
roll a
is not...
persuasion check.
You're so much more beautiful than you were before.
Ooh.
You can't out-persuade me.
Well, plus nothing, but it's a 19, motherfucker.
He believes that you're telling the truth, that his skin looks amazing. He's like, I suppose our village has been a little shut in. We haven't had a whole lot of merchants even try to come this way, so
That's what we're here for. We're merchants.
it's no funny business, and you guys can come on in.
Not anything
Perfect.
else. That's for
and
sure.
I must say, your complexion already is fresh. You've got that dewy look.
And this is like, he's a halfling, but he's like buff and looks like kind of like a warrior. But
If you have a
his face is all
person of
dewy.
significance at home, they're gonna be extremely impressed the next time they see you.
Oh, you think so?
I'll guarantee it. Or find me later. Wink.
Nope, you said wink.
I feel like Beetle would always
visual
say
wink.
wink.
Because you probably can't really tell very.
Yeah.
He has black beady eyes.
Beady
and
badger.
fur.
Just make sure you guys don't get in any trouble.
Not a problem. We're just here to sell essential oils and nothing else.
All right. He lets you pass as you make your way into this small town of rolling hills and houses built into the hillside. And that is where we will end our story tonight.